Hello, everybody. Astro gravitational report. A little bit late. Had a very rough night. Woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Stay up until almost 8, 9 o'clock. Was about to do this report, but crashed. Crashed right before I do the report. I just woke up not a while ago, probably like 30 minutes, 40 minutes ago, and doing this report now for you guys. But there is a lot of, first to begin with, you're going to feel a sense of being alone, being by yourself, doing on your own, doing the things from within. There is a sense of something is forcing you, something pushing you to go to a certain energies, to a certain situations, to a certain places, and so on and so on. You may feel like you don't want to talk to a lot of people currently in the present. Why? Because the most important person you need to talk to right now is you. You to have this beautiful organizations from within you. Today, the moon is going to be shifting from Virgo to Libra. That is going to affect your relationships, but the relationships that you are from within with others. Uh, this is going to affect you in your level, but you need to understand that if you were in the place of evolution, you are in a place of you need to go higher. You're in a place that the things are going in somehow, some way, or some reason. People don't come with you. You're gonna maybe also feel like packing your bags or packing things from within you, clear things out from within. You are packing light within, like you're going somewhere. You're going to a place. Where are you going? You're going into the Age of Aquarius. That's what you are going. You're going to feel like you're going to be shifted to something big's coming up, a big shift. Yes, the big shift is coming. You guys know about it. You feel it from within. I'm not the only one who says this. So don't think about it that before I say something, I confirm the energies with other people here for you guys. So, hi, Erica. Thank you. And looking at from within yourself today is very important. You to take time. Take time for yourself. Do your own self things from within. Take and invest times within yourself and build something that you are responsible for it from within you. That is you. You to build yourself up. All right, guys. So let me look at the maps and the charts up here, and we are gonna go pretty quick then. So at 7 o'clock in the morning, that energy is the ascendant is at Scorpio, 28 degrees for it. Beautiful trines towards Jupiter and Neptune. The Sun is also right there at 27 degrees. Midheaven is at 13 degrees of Virgo. The Moon just walked into Libra. But that is the opposing Jupiter and Neptune right there. The Moon is still squaring Mars. You might felt yesterday a lot of intense energy, privations energy, or so on. A lot of purging. There has been a lot of purging coming out during the Virgo. That was at the moon. That was at the Virgo. There was a lot of purging coming out. Now at the midheaven, it's in Virgo in the morning. It's 13 degrees there. That is a lot of purging that reminds you of what is been done, what is been looking at for. Purging is also clearing your energies out, clearing the things, situations, and so on around you, clearing your understanding about others and so on from within. That's what it is. You organize yourself. You put yourself together for where you're gonna go. And that's why some of you feel like it's time to go somewhere, do something else, be somewhere else, and so on and so on. And so on. So later on at 8 o'clock, the midheaven is going to be with the focus within the moon about this relationships from within you, what crash and what it is. If you look at it, the chart, the way it is, the half is blue, the other half is red. So you're going to be looking at putting everything within the scales. You're going to put everything within the balance. You want to maintain the balance between what it is, what it was, and what it's going to be. But in the middle is what it is. It is what it is. And that's how you have to act from within. There is the angel wings, and the one side that is a very harmonics aspect. There is a divine timing for some of you to take your flight from within. You to put your wings on it, and you to take a flight from within. To get out of this Scorpio energies, to get out of the light. You can take a flight, and so on and so on. Beautiful, beautiful energies on that standpoint for Mercury and Venus are coming together. A very beautiful communications about love or need communications about love. They're directly going through a Jupiter and Neptune. That could be a something that was a removed, destroyed. That could be a face mask. That could be the shadows. That could be so many things. Now you understand they have to be broken up because in the name of the love, and it has to come to the light. It has to be reborn within. The moon, though, doesn't feel good. Why? Because there was emotions, there was something was going on. But the moon is a beautiful trine with Pluto. You understand it was time for this to happen, to this transitions periods from within in your own self. The ascendant is at Sagittarius. Very beautiful divine aspect with the North Node. You understand this chart now better to ever did before. You did things from within you that was, but you still have to now, after everything, you have to go ahead and put yourself together, your new self. You get to know your new self after removing and purging this shadow, this face mask off. You have to relearn yourself. You have to retaught yourself. You have to regrow yourself from within. That's why use the moon that it's right now at Libra to establishes a very good relationship within yourself. This is like you have been reborn, and now you have to retaught your inner child on the proper behaviors, the proper humanity, the proper situations from within you. It gives you kind of like a life giving you a second chance. You've been reborn from within. Those who went through the dark night of the soul, they know exactly what happened to them in the past day. So at 9 o'clock in the morning, the thing's gonna get a little bit intense because of the ascendant. The ascendant is at 23 degrees, but you need to understand the ascendant moves pretty quickly, pretty going on. That was the time when I crashed. For the ascendant, it is opposing Mars, and Mars is squaring Neptune, Jupiter, and this squaring with Mars, even that Mars is retrograde, it still wants to have its own power. It wants to. He feels like if I have been direct, I would have done this and this. If it was this and this, you have to look with you learning how to put your personal limitations from acting as in a bad behaviors. That's where right now this situation it's coming. It's rising up. Midheaven, it's at 16 degrees of Libra. That is a beautiful divine energies of Uranus and the North Node. You're gonna feel this energies tomorrow when the moon is gonna be there. These divine energies that come from Uranus and the North Node to the relationship with you, the relationship with someone. Someone is going to find out it is their divine time to begin or to totally end everything from within. That is a lot of it going on with this right now. But the midheaven is in trine with Mars, and the midheaven is in trine with Saturn. We're talking about learning the warrior from within. in as an archetype, as a sub-self from within you. Okay, so at 10 o'clock in the morning, the moon still gonna be very active. It's at 2 degrees of Libra. It is opposing Jupiter and Neptune. He wants to stop this process of destructions. You need to understand some of the things they have to be destroyed until they have touched a solid ground. You can't build a house into a moving sands, to a mud, into a possibility of river overflow, flooding zones, and so on. You have to build yourself on a brand new spirituality from within, the brand new base, solid ground. That's what this is. And you trying to keep it up something from within, excuse me, something from within that was built from before, that it's right now continue to demolish itself. And you're wondering why you're not growing. You're not growing because you're focused within something from within the past. That's what the Neptune and Jupiter, who are retrograde, they send you back. You to revise yourself, you to revise your situations, your actions, your everything. Why did it not grow? Why did it end up to these positions from inside of you? And the intuition, that is a what just represents the moon, also represents the mother. It is beautiful time with Pluto transformations. You understand you have to let the things crumble. That's it. We have to let it go. We gotta let it go with this so we can rebuild from whatever it's going to be left over within you. But the moon is in a sixth house with the authority, which is the sun. Very beautiful aspects in there. And she's got a sixth house with the Mercury and Venus. That is talking about that your intuitions can maybe talking about the person you love, the communications with the person you love. Also, you're taking the authority from within to have to establish these connections between authority and intuition from within you. Very beautiful. It is a very beautiful impact in this case right now. So at 11 o'clock, the moon is at 2 degrees still at Libra, but midheaven is at Scorpio. It is at 17 degrees of Scorpio, of course, opposing uh, Uranus in the North Node in there. And it's got a trine towards Lilith, and it's got a trine towards Neptune and Jupiter in there. But currently, Lilith has a divine energies from Saturn. Did she learn her lesson? Lilith is still in the family, the lesson within the family from in you. What is about this? What is it that connections within the family that's coming within you? You need to understand it's going to require transformations, and you are going to see this transformation. The ascendant is at 23 degrees of Capricorn, is a divine energies towards Mars. You to create and rebuild yourself as not acting as before, accepting situations from within. Now you're looking at to be have the dignity, the resources within inside of you, within the divine, to have that dignity within yourself with the divine. What will be the divine energies, angelic energies will do within you? That's what Mars is right now, retrograde mode. The ascendant is together with Pluto. If you see this, that Pluto is highly active at this time. So he's in divine energies that ascending and helping the ascendant towards Mars. He is sextiling Jupiter, Neptune, sextiling the Sun, and all those energies, and without trines towards Uranus, and that trines with the Moon within the ascendant, it point all this energy that you're going to be dealing with this energy. That is your exit. That is your green light. You to take the flight from within, but you have to have a time for yourself to do on your own. Not somebody to tell you, not somebody to do it. It is about you to become this divine humanity from within yourself. So at 12 o'clock, Energy is beautiful. The energy is incredibly beautiful. The wings are ready. You see the wings from within you. It's all up to you where you're going to take a flight from this standpoint. The moon is still, it's going to be opposing Jupiter. She waits for the growth that it's going to come in. Now you understand that ungrowth situations from it you lead to crashes in life, lack of growth and understanding. Now to build house in the walking sand or in the mud or close to the river and so on and so on. Now you understand. You have to build it in a solid ground. But that solid ground is you. You to be that solid ground within yourself. So now you understand as you are working with these energies, you're taking this new road. Why? The ascendant is at Aquarius. You're taking this leap of faith of the age of Aquarius from within you. The ascendant is a beautiful trine with the moon. You are getting at this agreement with yourself now. And this agreement is going to be very beautiful to your own self. If you know the book, The Four Agreements, I will suggest you to go get it. If you're not, just type The Four Agreements and you will see the Four Agreements right into you. Hi, Maria Richards. Thank you for coming in. So at 1 p.m., the energy is going to be pretty much divine expressions. Yes, there will be divine expressions. Midheaven is at 16 degrees. Oh, Sagittarius. It's created by the North Node, Uranus, and Lilith. It is about the divine family within. Saturn has got a divine energies towards Lilith. The teacher, he's teaching Lilith how to become and come back to its origin of divine originations from within. So Saturn sends this energy to Lilith. Lilith processes it within the family, takes to this energy within the family because she's in Cancer. From there, Lilith takes that energy and expressions towards the midheaven, which is that is your mind, your spirit from within yourself, your spiritual thoughts within. And from there, that energy goes down into the North Node in Uranus. As you see it, there is a lot of connections within the divine during this time. You see these energies, they get you the feedback from the universe, from the North Node. They're going into your mind, to your spirituality from within you. They're getting processed there. They send it back to Lilith that needs to understand this divine, go back into the divine order, and to send back into the teacher, to the universe, the Saturn from within us, that tells you, yes, I learned a lesson. You need to know Saturn is going to test you one way or another. So either it's going to go, it's going to pass, it's going to fail. He's the teacher, okay? And the teacher is life. That's what this is, the restrictions. But Saturn is direct, so it helps you to do these transformations, you to do these internal transformations from within. All right, so 2 p.m., which is what's currently right now, you're going to feel these energies because they are going to be more intense. Midheaven is at 0 degrees of Capricorn. It is opposing Saturn. There is a square with the moon. The moon, it is opposing the ascendant at 0 degrees of Aries, very close to Jupiter in there. You're going to feel this intense energy like what's gotta be, what's going on, what else I need to get it done, why I cannot go on yet, why I cannot move in, why I'm not going to these directions, why not taking these actions, why you're not ready, you are not ready, you haven't established the relationship from within your own self, you haven't complete the cycle of Scorpio from within. You may have things that you need to complete and finish when the moon is going to be entering in the next 2 days, 2.5 days. She's going to entering back at the Scorpio. It's the leftovers, things that need to be done. Okay, so I'm about to sneeze. 4. So at 3 o'clock, this intense energy is going to go away. This intensified energy is coming down. The ascendant is in Aries. It's got a beautiful divine energies with authority. You need to understand your intuition, which is the moon, who also represents the mother, and the sun, which is the authority from within you. When they come into agreement to something new, that's what the cycle of the moons are. They are coming in together for this reason. Okay. So now, if you feel like you can't go, you can't do anything, is because you have not made this agreement within you with authority and intuition. You still have this probably not fully readiness growth of each one you need to take. You actually have to take them both to coming into internal agreement within yourself. Okay, they are part of your subselves. When I'm talking about a subself, you have intuition, you have an authority, but as a whole, those are the subselves that created you. Okay, you have the warrior within you, you have the love within you, you have the Mercury, which is the communication, you have the teacher, you have the transformational coach within yourself, you have the vision, which is Neptune, you have the actual workforce growth from within, which is Jupiter represents. And you have the Uranus, that's what the gift of the soul is in your divine powers. They all created you. You are all this union with all those situations within yourself. So that's what that is. But the moon and the sun, they are the primary agreements within yourself. That is the intuitions and the authority within yourself. Currently, the intuition is still hanging up. Why are the things broken down? Why the things are continuing to be broken? When they're going to be fixed? When I'm going to be moved? How I'm going to be getting from within? So, Maria, the teacher's life, like how you said that. Yeah, you're welcome, Maria Richards. And yeah, well, that's what it is. Life is your teacher all the time, every time. Doesn't matter. The question is just, are you learning the lessons? Are you learning the things from within? So, 4 p.m. The ascendant is together with Uranus and opposing the Sun and squaring Saturn for it. Speaking of Saturn, okay. Currently, like you see, like in our situations is not good. Maybe situation is not good materialistically. Maybe you're finding yourself into the mud. Maybe you're finding yourself into the quicksands. Maybe you're finding yourself into the flood, and everything was crashed. Maybe the tsunami came over, or whatever the situations might be. And you feel like punishment from within. It's not a punishment, it's actually to redirect you to where you are need to go. You to find a better situations from within you. You to grow up and not to be doing this, what you're doing in the places that you are doing. You to go ahead and find a new solid ground for existence from within you. You to build a new solid foundation because your foundation was based of the face mask that was based out of this shadow. Now, within your new self, you understand that why everything crashed. But now you have to taught yourself, you have to build yourself from within you to have a new solid ground within yourself. So at 5 o'clock, the ascendant is at Gemini. It's going to be opposing the Sun, Venus, and the Mercury together. You need to understand they're coming in a full force together. Beautiful sextile they have with the Moon, a beautiful trines with Jupiter and Neptune. Through love and communications, you can build a new solid ground because you understand the fault of the damage that happens with You have to love from within yourself. You have to have a positive talk from within you, but you're not kind of like not seeing it at this time because the ascendant is opposing this. Like kind of like I don't see the light. The only thing you have to is keep going forward within the tunnel. You this shadow work, this tunnel visions on it. You go and move from there. You're gonna find yourself out of it. Why? Midheaven is at 12 degrees at Aquarius. You have to see the new road, seek the new path. You have to seek this new earth that we are about to build in, because that's what it's gonna be. You're gonna be feeling like a building a new earth. Some of the people who are in the new cycle, you're definitely gonna be pulled out and keep being up front. Some of you feeling this. You know, if you don't want to talk to people, if you kind of like you're pushing people away from your life, if you kind of like the energies that are moving people from within you, you're only connecting with a certain people, you resonate with certain people, that's what this is. You are going to feel this energy with them because some people cannot walk with you in age of Aquarius. If they're not meet the requirements for this, they're not coming there. Even they're going to be living here within 3D and understand this. We're talking about total different level of existence now. Some of you feeling it. 6 p.m. At 6 p.m. the ascendant is together with Mars. A lot of intensity again about this destructions that it was done. It was Mars' fault, probably is. Your energy of this warrior that wanted to destroy everything in the situations and so on, he still wants to be destructive. But what is it destroying? Destroying the bad within, destroying the face mask, destroying the shadow within his self. From within, he sees in the mirror his twin, because in Gemini, he sees his bad stuff from within. And until he doesn't understand the impact of the bad things, of the war, of the situations, he's not going to change. He's changing both how? Saturn is entwined with Mars. And the midheaven, there it's currently at 28 degrees during that time at 6 p.m. It's going to be have a trine with Mars in the ascendant. That is going to be a divine work that it's need to be done with this because this is the age of Aquarius. You have to meet these requirements within yourself to be there, to do the things that you need to do from within you. You to grow up, you to have a new divine personality development from within yourself. That's what everything is in the air. We're talking about the moon is in Libra. We're talking about Saturn and midheaven. They are in Aquarius. We have a Mars and the Ascendant and Gemini. This is air, but they don't have connections with them. But they are all in the air. They're all working in all positions currently in life because everything is in the air. So at 7 p.m., the ascendant is moving into Cancer. There is a divine energy towards Venus and Mercury, probably divine talks about family. You are going to feel this from within, but there is an intensity about this. It's squaring Jupiter, and Jupiter is opposing the moon, and the moon is squaring the ascendant. So if you kind of like are planning to square family situations and things goes on, you need to understand that the moon at Libra, it's going to be at 7 degrees of Libra, there by opposing Jupiter, she's going to be like, you did all this before, it destroys everything. What do you think I got to talk within the family? And that it is about how you are going to be proceed from this. Because the moon actually has sextile with Venus and Mercury. So it has to be a communications from within the divine, from within you, not your own agenda. Otherwise, everything is going to be crumbled, crushes to the dust inside of it. Midheaven is in Pisces. That is a like the end of period, end of something. But the ascendant, it is a beautiful six tiles with the North Node in Uranus. Sudden changes, sudden situations, sudden things. All of a sudden, something changed, something shift from within you. Be mindful about those sudden changes. You're gonna begin to feel like removing yourself out, or cutting connections with people, or cutting situations within people, and so on. They're not about cutting connections. It is about you to transcend, to ascend. The ascension time right now. And maybe today we are going to be talking about ascension into the main chapter in there. It's going to be a beautiful. We'll see. I have to go get me my coffee at the coffee shop so I can get a little bit enlightened in there to get what we're really going to talk about. But I think that's what is going to be a good topic. So at 8 o'clock, midheaven, it's a 0 degrees of areas, the new beginning. You're gonna feel this new beginning. That new beginning, though, opposing the intuition from within you, how she wants that new beginning. That new beginning begins with love and communications from within. That's how midheaven and Jupiter, they are beautiful trine with Venus and Mercury, and Venus and Mercury, they are sextiling the moon. Otherwise, the moon is opposing them. The moon is like, if you talk to me about material things and all these situations and so on and so on. No. If you tell me, you correct yourself, you did this, and you showed me everything that you did. Why? You clear the situations out. Yes, okay, we'll see what new beginning can have. You are going to be looking at the situation. There is going to be some need and desire for communications from within. Desires for new beginning will come from within your own self. You are fed up, you are tired, you want something new. You're already in the new. All you have to do is get to work. You already know things from within yourself. You know something big is coming. You don't know what though. Everyone feeling it. Something big is brewing. So it is brewing. You're gonna wait and you're gonna see. So at 9 o'clock, the situations is changed a little bit. Midheaven is in Aries. It is opposing the moon. It's kind of like this intuition about relationship. This about it's gotta be my way, my own. You guys know this Aries stubbornness, trying to fight the intuition with Libra. It's not going to work that way. The midheaven has to learn the lesson, which is that's going to be for those stubborn people from as a personality, that they have to learn the lesson. They have to learn the lesson and not to be that aggravated, because Saturn, it is in sextile with midheaven. Saturn sends a trine to Mars, and Saturn is in divine energies with Lilith. And Lilith, it is with sextile with Uranus in the North Node. Otherwise, direct oppositions, direct confrontations is not going to help out the moon who is in Libra. The moon in Libra says like this: I want my balance, I want my internal peace, I want my love, I am this beautiful wife. You comes in and you tell me I'm angry with me and so on. It's not going to work. That's not going to help. So the ascendant, though, it's at 1 degrees of Leo. There is a beautiful trine towards Jupiter. There is a beautiful trine towards Venus and Mercury. So is the Sun. Now this authority from within, this soft authority creates kite, but it is oppositions with Pluto. So you take the energies of understanding the Jupiter and Neptune, this destructions from within. You understand it. It needs to be this love and communications from within, and you take in the authority within your own self. That is a beautiful, beautiful aspect. If you take it during this time at 9 o'clock, it's a beautiful energies within yourself. You to improve yourself, your authority. You're gonna see these energies from within you, but don't acting from this primary force. It's no more primary force. The primary force, the physical force, doesn't help anything from within compared to the love that it's within. It's a huge lesson during this time. So at 10 o'clock, midheaven, it's at 2 degrees of Taurus, beautiful, divine energies about new beginnings within. In the material world, that is towards Venus and Mercury, that is about love and communications. You are going to see this energy. It's going to be looking at inside of you. The ascendant is at 13 degrees in Leo. That it's opposing Saturn. It's opposing that learning the lesson. There is a square with the Uranus and the North Node at this time. But on the other side, okay, the ascendant is entwined with Venus and Mercury. And ascendant is sextiling with the moon. The moon is sextile with Venus and Mercury. Something that has to do with the intuition from within you. That could be a connections with mother, maybe a connections with the mother in the family, but the mother should be in the family. Very beautiful connections between Venus and the moon during this time because they are working towards together from within you. Okay, so if you take a look at it, there is a divine aspects where were created between Libra and Sagittarius that lead to Taurus. That's what is from within. And at 11 o'clock, midheaven, it's together with Jupiter. It is opposing the Sun, the authority. What will be the authority within you? The Sun is at 27 degrees, 48 minutes at Scorpio. The ascendant is at 24 degrees, 47 minutes from within Leo. It's a square. It's a square with the authority. There is the oppositions towards Saturn, and has this red sand clack in there, like a time is ticking. Yes, time is ticking. You might feel the energy that the long you're prolonging things that from within, the less time you will have within you. Yes, the train is living, the aeroplane is living, the boat is living. Are you there? Are you there from within? Are you going to be taking that leap? You want to feel these energies within yourself. Mid heaven, there is at the 17 degrees of Taurus is tell you. We go into a new place, new physical situation, new field, physical materializations in life. Are you going to be there? You're going to be there from within. So that's what was the astro gravitational report. Sorry, that was a little bit late, but it is what it is, guys. I told you that currently the sun is over my Venus and Scorpio. It's affecting me, and also Venus and Mercury are over my Neptune. A lot of visions, a lot of things like I'm out of place. I see things. It's been crazy. All right, so listening from my bed drained and yeah, that draining. It comes in from purging, CC. Some of the energies are purging from within you now. You will see like divine is sucking out, purging out energies, situations, people, things, removing it from within you. It tells you, it's like you're going through the checkup and they tell you you can't take this bad behavior with you, you can't take jealousy, you can't take a hatred, you can't take this with you, can't do this. You have to travel love and light. Mm, that's what the purging system is right now. That's what happened to the world currently from within. So I know how that feels. So yes. All right. You guys have so many questions. Ready to answer it. To you guys. If there is no question, let's share the love and the light, and we see each other at in about 2 hours into the main channel. We're going to talk about the current ascension that's coming. That's what it's going to be. All right, guys. Well, wish you love and light and enjoy it today and come back tomorrow for more Astro Gravitational Report. Love you all. Be love, be compassionate to yourself, and do your things that you're going to do. Invest from within you. CC, be love, CC. I'll see you later. You're all welcome.